Do you talk? Or do you just stare? Looking like you just stare. Welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at Transformers Earthrise Runamuck. And here I have him in his vehicle mode. And you can see that I have the vehicle already compact. The windshield is not popped out. The doors on both sides are pretty well compressed in as best as it can. I heard a lot of people were having some trouble with that part of this Transformer. My only opinion on that would be to just say have some patience and just don't try to force some things, because there's a lot of translucent plastic with this figure for this part in particular when it taps down. Other than that, I don't really have any gripes about this vehicle mode. I think it's really compact. I like the rims, I like how it matches up. It's better than those Datsun Brothers from Earthrise. They get those unfinished rims. I think that's just pretty cheap on Hasbro's part. The gold trim on the hood looks fantastic. The front bumper looks pretty good, as long as you line that up a little bit better, but looks pretty good. Looks pretty even. The back has the taillights. You have the exhaust sticking out. I like the molded detail there. You got the bumper. You got the spot where you can put a license plate sticker there. Maybe Toy Hacks will come up with something there. You got the Decepticon logo there. And then there's a 5mm hole right there for his weapon. I'll go over that a little bit later in the review. Then underneath is his actual chest. So you get a little bit of like a fake out of the chest. So the real chest is actually right here under the vehicle. And it's pretty compact. You can't tell, you know. It's nothing like sticking out. Kibble ain't sticking out, and even when he's transformed, I don't really consider his backpack really a backpack. I think it's really a nice clean transformation for a deluxe figure. So with that being said, let's go take a look at this guy. Alright, so first thing you want to do is come underneath, put your thumb right here, press both. It will free his legs so he can stand up just like this. Then you're going to come to this part. It's going to pop this up. That's going to free the other part, because this is all on separate hinges here. And this one's going to come up like this. You're going to fold these two wheels in, not windows. And you're going to keep this kind of like that. Okay? Next, let's see here. Free his legs. And that'll free his arms. And then you're gonna let's see here. Get his legs to uncollapse like that. And come to the other side. And it's just the same thing, it's just these tabs right here. I'm just trying to be very cautious with them. And then there's a tab right here that goes into that hole right there. That's what keeps this all connected. So you just have to untab that, and to straighten out his legs, it'd be like that. Now, if you made it this far, it's real simple. At this point, you just turn his waist 180 degrees. You turn him around. Here's that fake chest I was telling you about from underneath. You're gonna bring his arms out like that. You're gonna pull this back. This is where, there we go. I have to use my nail right there. Just get this part out. There's his head. Collapse that in, push down, because there's a little pushing right there. Then there are these two holes. It's kind of hard to see where my thumbs are, or my thumb here and my index finger over here. And there's these two tabs going these two holes. So you just want to bring them together. If the hinge wants to cooperate with that. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there they are. Yep. There we go. And fold that down. That'll lock that all in. Just hard to see. This guy's all white, but then there's certain pieces are all black. Even from, I've been wearing my glasses, and it's just so hard to see. And I got all... So here I'm just finishing up, getting his hands out, readjusting. And there is Runamuck. So right before we take a look at the robot mode, I'm going to be taking a look at his accessory, and he comes with one blaster. And it's really cool. It's a real small little like pistol, laser pistol, but it has a lot of nice molded detail. I believe Runabout will also come with this particular weapon, but he will also come with an additional one to make, like, they can combine, because there is a port right here to combine something, but this one only came with the one. So, and the Runabout figure is a Target exclusive, so hopefully everybody was able to pre-order before they were sold out. Luckily I was able to, and they should be mailing within next 2 weeks, I believe, when yeah, by December 1st. So it'd be pretty cool to pick that up and go with this figure. So let's take a look at that face sculpt, and there's not much really to go off of other than his purple eyes, and it's just so hard to see. I got a lot of good lighting here. I'm going to readjust here. There we go. There's the purple, and it matches the Decepticon logo there. It's very, very cool. The other thing I wanted to mention was the 5mm pegs. I'm sorry, the ports. So we got one here on the shoulder, two for the other shoulder. We got one on each forearm here. Let's take a look at the back. We got one on his back if you want to store his weapon there. And he doesn't have any on the legs. I didn't think so because of the transformation, which is still very, very cool. I like how they did this and tie in from his G1 counterpart to have like that, like the extra wheel from that type of transformation at that time, that kind of tie in with this. I really like that, and I like how they hid the other wheels right behind here with the transformation. I think that's very cool, and I'm looking forward to Runabout as well. I think this figure, Runamuck, is a fantastic figure, and I can't wait to get his Battle Charger companion. So, and then on the back, take a look. There are a lot of like gappage here, but I'm not gonna knock it because overall, like, the rest of this figure is wow. The other thing, I just hope maybe third party can maybe get something at least cover up this so he doesn't have the empty arms. You know, I know we got that for Soundwave, Megatron, and a bunch of others, I think, but usually they only do Voyager scale, so maybe we'll get lucky and they'll make something for this guy and for also Runabout. So that's it for that. One more thing, we're going to take a look at, see how flexible this guy is, and he can do the full ooh, it's kind of tough because of all the backpack stuff, but he can get his shoulder all the way around, but he's fighting with some things like his arm was rubbing against this on the edge there. So, but he can do that. He can lift his arm up like that. Can bend his elbow 90 degrees, bicep swivel, wrist articulation is just for the transformation part, but he can bend it in, no wrist swivel. And same thing with that. We're just going to move his arm out of the way. We're going to turn his leg, his body this way, and he got way more than 90 degrees on the bend. He can also actually, due to, I'm going to just show it right here, that part blocks this part of his leg from going any further, but who really needs a guy to kick that far backwards anyway, because he can still kick forward. He can just still do the splits. He does have ankle tilt, not as much as I was expecting. Let's see. No, this will be no, that's plenty. He can still get in some pretty cool poses. No issues there. Just need to always, the only thing I notice, you always have to work with his knees with that tab. I'm sorry, this is really hard to see. That tab right there, and there's a hole right there. Always got to work with that. But besides that, it's kind of like the Seekers. They're kind of similar with the knees. So as long as you work with that, it's not a big deal overall. Still a very flexible figure, and also he can turn his head a full 360. I know that was kind of hard. Oh. And then he can nudge his head a little bit on a ball joint, but due to this part, it's better not to really move his head. I mean, I don't see a reason to, maybe to turn it left or right, but you don't see an expression from this guy because he has the face plate. So his eyes do the work. My final thoughts on Transformers Earthrise, Runamuck, the one of two battle chargers. I think it's a fantastic figure. I'm happy I picked him up. I actually found him on Amazon, and you can also find him right now pretty much anywhere. I saw him in Target just the other day on the shelf. So this figure in particular is getting out there along with the rest of its wave. It's very, very cool. I like how it's all white. It has the black tint. It has those purple evil eyes, the Decepticon logo, the gold trim down at his feet, and also on his arms for the vehicle mode. I don't find this figure boring whatsoever. Like, when I pre-ordered it, I didn't know too much about this figure in particular, even from Transformers lore, because they only had maybe like a cameo appearance in the one episode, from what I can remember now, and it was very brief. They talked a couple lines, and then that was it. But I'm shocked to see a figure of them right now, where there was thousands of different ones they could pick from. But I'm happy they chose this one. They did a great job on it. The only thing I noticed with the gripe is the transformation to the car mode, where a lot of people can't get it to compact the proper way. And the thing is, you just got to work with it, and you do have to be cautious because some of the tabs are translucent plastic. But if you just work with it and not try to force it, it will come. I was just transforming it before this video started, and it finally collapsed properly, and it made no sense whatsoever. So the times I was transforming him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I couldn't get the windshield piece to stay down. I couldn't get the doors to line up properly. Nothing. It just wouldn't work. And then today, I gave it a try right before I started the recording, and it worked. So it does work. You just have to be patient with it. So that's going to be it for my review for Earthrise Runamuck. I'm happy to add this to my collection. I'm going to stop talking and rambling on about this figure because I think I've said enough positive things about it. I don't have anything big on the negative side of it. So overall, it's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Now remember, my opinion. But let me know what you think. Did you guys have trouble with the transformation with the car mode not being able to collapse properly? Does it fit properly? Does it compact right? Or was there something different wrong in robot mode? But I've not seen or heard anything about it, but I'd like to know. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Hit a like. It'll help my channel out. It's totally free. Same with subscribing if you like Transformer content. I usually, right now I'm just uploading on the weekends. It's just a little bit easier for me. But the more, if I see this channel growing, the more I could possibly do, and continue on. And I do have more content coming. And I have some cool little projects coming in a few weeks. Not counting Earthrise or Siege or Kingdom, it's something else. And I'm just happy it's coming in the mail, and I can't wait to share. So, thank you, and I'll be bringing more Transformer content very soon.